In this lesson, we'll talk about the spinner widget. A spinner is essentially a drop-down list. When the user taps into the control, a list of options is shown. Adding a spinner to a layout is about the same as adding any other control. The design time representation is a bit plain though. The interesting part is adding the list options and getting a selection, so we'll spend most of this lesson in the C# code. First, in the layout, we'll add ourselves a spinner, and I'm going to set it so that its width is wrap content rather than fill parent. And then I'm going to also drop in a text view because we're going to use that for the selected items. Now we'll go into the code. And we'll create a variable for our spinner. Associated in the layout. And then I'm going to create a method called populateSpinner, which will add the list items in. And here's that method. We start by creating an array adapter. This is similar to what we did in the autocomplete. And we're going to use of type string because it's just going to be a list of strings. We're going to create a list of phone types. And the list will include home, work, and mobile phones. So we'll create that new array adapter. We'll pass it a context of this activity. And then we'll use the resource layout. Now with the autocomplete we had a custom layout, but in this case Android comes with a standard simple spinner item layout, and we'll use that. And it essentially gives you a text item. We'll then add our text items to the adapter and our spinner will be populated. So we'll give that a run. So here's our spinner, and you can see the items that are available. Now what we want to know is what item did the user select. So we'll handle the spinner's item selected event. In this event, what we want to do is populate the text view with the item position and the item text that the user selected in the spinner. So we get the spinner, which is going to be the sender parameter, coming in on the method. And the position is part of the item selected event arguments. So we'll get that in a string. And then we'll populate the text view that we associate with the resource with the position and the selected item, and just a toString on that. And we'll run that. And you can see already that our text view has caught the selection changed on the spinner. And when the user selects it, it gets the new value. So that's how to populate and capture the spinner selections.